Let those pauses, let that remind you what you're going to be throwing. Got it? Don't got it. Trying to do it too fast. All you guys are trying to do fast. Don't worry about that. Got it? Nobody got it. Nobody's got it. Go on. 6. Don't struggle so much. You guys throw the shots properly. I don't want you to hit like that. Same thing. Yes. You know what the shots need to do? The shots need to land. They don't need to be fast. Sometimes they need to be fast, sometimes they don't need to be fast, but they need to land. So everything has its own unique timing. There you go. Alright, you're losing it. Try to be fast. Look at that body shot. See the body shot land. I don't want you like this. I want you to see the body shot land. I don't want you to hit the forearm. One, 2. Make sure I feel the double jab. Don't go to the left. Yeah, longer on number 2 than double 1. Hey guys, Coach Brandon Krause here. I've got a cool one for you today. Gonna be going over these focus pads, these focus mitts, right? Very popular nowadays, all right? I tell you, this is somewhat of a modern thing, though. It wasn't that long ago that boxers really didn't do all that much with these focus pads. Not that they weren't around, but they certainly weren't these intricate routines that you see people doing today that you know, they look fun and they're challenging and they do help you get better, right? So I'm gonna go over some real basic things when it comes to working these focus pads and stuff that you can bring into your own training. So stay tuned. First things first is how to hit the pad, or more specifically, where to hit the pad. My hand inside of this mitt, you see it encompasses this area. And what I want to do is I want to catch the punch in my palm. So where's my palm? Well, my palm is right down here, right? Kind of like in the low center, right? And what I want to happen is I want the knuckles to hit the center of that shot where my palm is. I do not, as a person holding the pads, want to get hit in the fingertips, right? So, Joey, let's say he throws his right hand and he puts it on like this. I'm going to get mad at Joey. You go, why? That looks like it's right there in the center, coach. But that's how I said, I don't want the glove in the center. I want the knuckles to be in the center. So from Joey's perspective, it's going to sit a little bit low on the pad because I'm trying to catch that striking part of his hand, which is his knuckles, okay? So that's very important. So Joey has been working mitts with me for a little bit now. Let's see him throw the 1-2. Give me a 1-2. Not bad. Not bad. So we've already established where I want Joey to hit the pad, right? But what about me holding the pads? You see Joey, he's taller than me. You know, he's not nearly as handsome, but he is taller than me. And what I'm trying to do with these mitts is I'm trying to recreate an opponent that is his height. So hands up. So I'm not going to do something like this down here and have him punching downwards. I'm also not going to do something like this that I see a lot of people have him punching up towards the sky. I want Joey's shot to come straight out and land on that height. Now, if I remove Joey's hands and I just were to follow him over, you see that that is the same height as his chin. So unless there's some reason for me to do otherwise, I'm always going to line up my mitts to be at the height of the opponent. Another thing I want to do with these mitts is I'm trying to recreate something tangible that happens in the ring, a realistic situation. So my fighter, my charge, gets a chance to practice this again and again and again, ingraining this in their head. So that being said, I want it to be the correct shit, right? So if I ask Nathan for a 1-2, I don't want to do one of my pet peeves. I don't want to do this. All right, Nathan, give me a 1-2. 1-2. So you'll see a lot of people do this, right? And what Nathan was seeing me do is put my hands out like this, kind of simulating like he's fighting a two-headed monster or something like that, right? But that's not what happens, right? You're trying to hit a guy in the face with both of your shots. First, you're jabbing him in the chin, and then in that same exact place is where your right hand has to go. So with my mitts, I'm trying to recreate 1 point just like that, even though it's 2 of my mitts. So let's show him the right way, Nathan. 1-2. There you go. There you go. Yeah. So often what I'll do is I'll literally put my one mitt behind the other one so they get in their head that we're trying to hit one fixed point. And some of the fighters that I work mitts with more regularly, I don't do that, but they're still recreating that one target in front of them the entire time. All right, give me 3 to the body. Nice shot, 3 to the body. Oh, nice shot, 3 to the body. Good shot, do it again. So Sebastian and I were practicing the liver shot and body shot, and he's doing it pretty well. And now what I'm trying to do, instead of trying to recreate the head, the skull, I'm trying to recreate somebody's body and put it at this angle and put it at a height, like I said, that works out for the charge that I happen to be working with. So if we think that the height of Sebastian's body blow that would hit him would be here, well, that's where I want to put the mitt in that respect. And then also kind of like somebody's body, or at least a fighter's body that's in shape, has somewhat of like a V taper. So I don't go completely vertical. I make a slight angle trying to recreate somebody's ribs. Yeah, good shot. Good shot, good shot. Good shot, good shot. 1, 2, 3. Too short of a left hook. Longer on the left hook. There you go. Now you're hitting something, but do it from front to back. There you go, there you go. Don't lean back, don't lean away. I need the hook to be a little longer than the 1 and 2. Good, good, good. Good, good. All right, let's turn around so we can show the camera something. Put your hands out. So that was another thing that kind of gets up under my skin about mitts, right? A lot of people will be catching 1, 2, 3 in a totally unrealistic way, right? So I was really getting on big skates that I want him to come out for that hook, because here's the deal. When I land that shot on a real person, 1 hits them in the front of their face, 2 hits them in the front of their face, but 3 hits them on the side of their face, and the side of their face is a few inches further back than 1 and 2. If I did it at the same exact distance, this is what would happen. I'd go boom, boom, and I'd miss. But to hit my guy, I gotta come out a little further. What really gets under my skin is when coaches will be doing some stuff like 1, 2, 3, and they'll chase a hook. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, but I want you're gonna do it short. So you see what I'm doing, and this is the incorrect thing. I'm catching 1 and 2 here, but then I'm letting them throw the hook at a much closer distance. So basically what I'm teaching my guy to do is boom, boom, and miss. But like I said, we're trying to recreate something tangible up there. So that's why I always get on these guys' case to come out a little further for those hooks in those situations. All right, Nathan, you're back up. 6, 3, 2. 5, 2, 3. 4, 5. 3, 6. I hope you can see the thread of variety of combos right there, but I hope you can see that, again, even though it's two of my separate hands, that, come on, Nathan, we're really recreating somebody's head be there. So for that 6, 3, 2, it was boom, 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 like somebody's face would be where I had those mitts. When it was 5, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, that I am implanting the correct distances for my charge. So, you know, even when I'm doing things like this for endurance, these continuous punches, it's a necessity that my guy throws the punches properly and I feel his knuckles inside of those mitts. Why? Why? Because like I said, I'm reinforcing something. And I don't want to reinforce the wrong thing. I want to make sure that that's just the way a punch is thrown, that you land with your knuckles, all right? So these mitts, you know, we only went over some very basic things today, but these mitts are very, very versatile, and you can be very, very creative with them. It's really up to the imagination. But I think some key points are overarching theme. Simulate something tangible that happens in that ring. Something realistic. Don't be giving your guy the two-headed monster, right? Don't be having him catch his shitty hook. Don't be letting him think that that's the hook that's going to land when it really won't, all right? Experiment, start slow. Have a fighter that throws the proper punches too, so you don't end up breaking a hand or tearing a muscle, which I've done both, all right? And of course, like and subscribe.